I'm here at the Stormont Estate this morning. Behind me stand Parliament buildings. Now, this is where our local assembly meets and does its business. Now, you probably know more about the workings of our political life here than I do. But as I understand it, we are in a mandatory coalition here in Northern Ireland. Power is shared between a number of political parties. Sometimes that goes very well. Sometimes perhaps it hasn't gone so well. People aren't happy to share power. We're thinking this morning about King Herod. He was the king at the time that Jesus was born. You know, Herod was a very insecure man. He'd won power through a combination of war and political manoeuvring. And in Herod's life, he was going to do anything he could to hold on to power. Actually, history tells us that Herod had even gone so far as getting a divorce and marrying someone else just to consolidate his power base. Power was his god or idol, and in his life, he did not want to share power. So imagine how Herod felt whenever he heard the news that a king had been born, the King of the Jews. He was incredulous, and he wanted to make sure that this king's power was quashed. He wasn't going to share power. So Herod came up with a plan. He would have all the baby boys, 2 years and under, killed. He would ensure that Jesus, this King of the Jews, his threat was taken away. Herod wasn't going to share power. You know, the sad thing is, the coming of Jesus should have been good news for Herod, because the coming of Jesus is good news for everyone in this world. Yes, Jesus is a king, and Jesus has come to reign over this world and over our lives. But when Jesus reigns over a person's life, rather than losing some sense of control, actually what happens is we experience freedom. Freedom from sin, freedom from slavery to sin, and the freedom to live as God always intended us to live. You see, Jesus is a king who has come to bring freedom in his reign. Sadly for Herod, that was bad news, and he rejected Jesus. But what about you? Have you accepted Jesus as the king of your life? Or like Herod, are you too afraid to share power?